we're working on kind of helping, I don't know, let's say helping us take a breath, helping us feel like we can elevate our energy a little bit, help us feel like we can feel like an inner boost. And, you know, see, yesterday was summer solstice, so kind of helping us maybe connect with that sense of energetic well-being as we consider what yoga exercise refresh is. So let's start today actually. Let's start by standing up. So I imagine that a lot of us have been sitting, working on computers. So we'll start by standing today. And we'll have the feet separated. We won't be standing the whole time. It's just a nice way to start sometimes, as we definitely want to get some active relaxation in as well. So feeling the feet away from each other slightly, just under the sitting bones, mainly lining up with the sitting bones. And then feeling the feet kind of spread, feel the toes spread. We want to be barefoot, so take your shoes off if you aren't already. Take your socks off too. Socks do constrict the bones of the feet, so all of that can go. And then let the shoulders just be for now. So if they just naturally kind of round when you aren't paying attention, let them round, and that's fine for now. And let's take a nice deep breath in through the nostrils. And exhale, release out through the mouth. We're going to do this again, but this time as you exhale, let the head come down. So breathing in and exhaling out through the mouth, and just bring the head down. And just see if you can start relaxing the face, the eyes, the forehead. Notice if you're holding tension in the neck. And then we'll bring the head to neutral. And let's move the shoulders. So in a moment, we're going to stop moving and pay attention to the breath, but let's move the shoulders around just so we can find a more neutral and natural standing position before we go into a little bit more stillness and breath awareness. So moving the shoulders in circles. Notice any clicking sounds. I notice plenty of clicking sounds. And then notice any clicking in the other direction once you start rotating the other way. Hopefully all my clicking sounds aren't coming through. And you could just hear your own. Then we'll take the shoulders up, back, bring them down, and then let the palms face forward. We don't have to energetically spread the fingers, but just keep them slightly spread from each other. And then bring your awareness to the breath moving through the body. See where the breath is moving the body. So maybe it's moving the belly, or maybe it's just moving the chest. In the yogic form of breathing, we want to move the whole trunk and really utilize the lungs from the top to the bottom. So the next inhalation, start to breathe in and feel just the belly expand out. And then exhale, bring the belly in. So we're only isolating right now the movement here so that we can wake up the diaphragm. Inhaling, expanding the belly out as we fill. Exhale, feel the belly draw in. Now we're going to go up a step to the rib cage. So inhale, expand through the belly, and then the rib cage. And then release from the rib cage, and then the belly. One more cycle like this. And then we're going to work our way up all the way to the chest. So inhaling, expanding through the belly, the rib cage, and then the chest. Feel the collarbone rise up a little. And exhale, release from the collarbone, chest, rib cage, and then the belly. Take a couple more cycles like this, really feeling the wave-like motion of the breath. Another 2 cycles. So nice imagery for this is as we're feeling the depth, as we're feeling the wave-like motion, the belly being like the sea and the shore being like the collarbone. As you're taking the next breath, relax any tension in the shoulders. And keep the breath going just like this, as deeply as you possibly can, as paced out and rhythmic as you can. So inhalation, maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then the exhalation matching that. So just feeling that washing in and washing out motion as we also start to move the body rhythmically. So in the next inhalation, let's start to raise the arms up towards the sky. And on the exhale, bend over to the right. Inhaling into the center. And exhaling to the left. So we're going to continue like this, inhaling center. And then exhaling right to the pace of your breath. You can keep the arms apart like this. Or if the shoulders aren't too tight, you might be able to bring the hands together and interlace the fingers with the index fingers risen and everything else, all the rest of the fingers folded into each other. So just feeling it out. Another option is to hold the opposite wrist with the hand and just alternate that. See, as you're pulling one arm up and over, and then as you're coming into center, you switch wrists. And you can play around and maybe alternate between the different variations. But we're just going to keep taking these side bends back and forth. Again, connecting to this wave-like motion, wave-like breath, all working together. Feeling both active and, of course, with the breath, feeling also relaxed. We'll go one more time each way. And then we'll come into the center and release the arms down alongside the body, separating the feet to, if you're working with the mat today, to the edges of the mat. Then we'll take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, open up the chest. As we open the chest, we're making more room, feeling the rib cage come out, more room for the lungs to breathe, more space between the ribs. And then as you exhale, release the trunk, release the head, keep the fingers interlaced. Arms might be, if we have tight back, tight shoulders, the arms might be lower, and that's totally fine, but do your best to keep them straight, and then keep working them up and over the head as much as you can. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, release the arms down, and soften the knees, soften the elbows, soften the neck, let the head go. Feel the spine. Notice the spine from the base all the way to the neck. We're going to unroll the spine. So the arms and the head stay relaxed, stay deactivated. But you start to articulate the spine from the lower part to the middle, to the upper, and then the last to rise is the head. And we'll step the feet a little closer together, just like where we had them before. As we were bending side to side, now we're going to bend back and forward. So on the next inhale, let's feel the energetic aspect of the breath. So inhaling, energetically lifting the arms and finding a little bit of a back bend. Engage the thighs, the glutes, the low back, looking upwards. And on the exhale, we'll be folding. So let's pause on our fold for a moment. So if we fold and the back rounds like this, then we're going to only come about halfway and have the hands to the thighs. So we want to feel like the tailbone is still rising out. And we want to feel the lengthening of the back of the legs, not so much stretching through the back. Otherwise, we can lower and just kind of see where is the edge right now, where is that point where you can keep the back straight enough and feel the back of the leg stretch. So finding that edge, and then that's where you're going to return as we're going into our folds. So in the next inhale, see if you can rise with the flat back, come into your back bend, engage the lower body, and then exhale, fold over the legs. The arms can go out to the sides and then down, or they can go forward. Inhaling, rising energetically, exhaling, folding. So breath moving and body moving with the breath. Breath starts first and the body follows. So it can feel like energy is moving the body. Maybe alternate with the arms and see how it feels differently. If you take arms forward or outwards. A few more. So really wake up the low back. We'll go into one more fold. And then we'll meet standing in our back bend for a moment. And then coming to a neutral spine, bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center, separate the feet again to the edges of the mat. Let's bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, look upwards, and on the exhale, fold over the legs just like we did before. Let the head release. Nice deep breath in, and on the exhalation, again, releasing the arms, putting a soft bend in the elbows, the knees. Let the head go completely, looking right through the legs. Articulating the spine requires a little control, so keep the arms relaxed, the head relaxed. Start to roll upwards. And then we'll bring the feet closer together, shoulders back and down. Deep breath in, big breath out. We're going to separate the feet and face the long side of the mat. So whichever way works best for your orientation. We'll have the feet apart, ankles spread out, the arms outwards, and then ankles and wrists closely lined up. Right, so we have a nice wide stance. So let's just pause here for a moment. We're going to turn this into a warrior bee. So left toes face long side of the mat. Turn the right toes to face the short side of the mat. Everything is facing outward towards the long edge, and then bend into the right knee. So even the hips, they're facing outward. Then we start to rotate the neck by turning the head and looking past the right fingertips. Flip the palms upwards for a moment. And flip the palms down. And as we kind of did earlier, we were going into those side bends. We're going to take that right arm up towards the sky, take the left wrist and hold the right wrist, and pull that wrist up and over slightly, kind of back a little bit. Bending into the right knee. Left leg is straight. And we'll straighten the right leg, bring the arms out, and switch legs. So left toes facing short side, right toes facing long side. Lunge into the left knee. Once we have the setup with the legs, left knee over left ankle, then we can turn the head to look past the left fingertips. Arms are spread out, fingers are spread out. And again, we'll flip the palms up towards the sky. See how that changes the shoulder experience. we'll take that left arm up towards the sky, right fingers holding the left wrist, pull the left wrist up and slightly back. Lunging into left knee, maybe a little deeper. And we'll straighten the left leg, bring the arms out, and turn the toes to face the long side of the mat. Take the hands behind just like we did before. Interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, look upwards. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let go of the head. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, release the arms, release the head. Feel how the spine is shifting. This time, we will be rising up with a flatter back. So we're going to come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Bring the hands to the hips. And then with the straight back, start to rise up to standing. Turn the toes to face the long side or the short side of the mat again. Open the arms out. Lunge back into your warrior B. But this time we're going into extended side angle posture. So we can bring right forearm to the thigh. Left arm up and over the left ear. If you have a lot more space to move into, you can bring right fingers to the outside of the right foot. Otherwise, keep the forearm where it is. Look upwards past the left hand. See if that's okay for the neck, if it works for your balance. This is a really lovely full body stretch. Let the breath flow. We need to use the core to come out of this carefully. So when you're ready, engaging the core, rising up, arms open, and then switching legs. So left toes facing short side, right toes facing long side, lunge in. And then here we go into this nice deep side bend. Forearm to the thigh, right arm up and over, palm facing down, or maybe left fingers to the outside of the left foot, looking upwards, past the right hand. One more breath. And inhale, start to rise. Engage the core. Take the arms out. This time we'll bring the hands to the hips. Press in towards the sacrum, pressing in, finding a back bend, looking upwards. And on the exhale, we'll fold and bring the hands down, maybe, or hands to the legs if we need to prevent the rounding of the back, or if we have space, grasp the big toes with the peace fingers. Inhale, come up halfway, and then on the exhale, fold and let go without rounding the back. Same principles as before. Take a couple deep breaths. And then we're going to be coming back up. We can come up halfway, hands to hips, rise up. And then let's shift to face forward. So we're going to be coming to seated in a moment. Let's inhale. Come back into that back bend, arms lifting up and behind. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, heel toe the feet to the edges of the mat. Let's come into a squat first and help the hips out. So we start to lower the hips down. Now we have some options. We can have hands to knees if it's hard to lower the hips. Keep your feet flat as much as you can. Otherwise, if you can lower the hips, then start to take them where you can. And then see, maybe depending, really wherever your hips are, you can bring the elbows to the inside of the knees. And then push the knees and elbows into each other on the inhale. And on the exhale, relax that. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhaling, pressing in. Exhaling, releasing. 1 more time. Inhale, pressing. And exhale, releasing. So we're all going to find our way to our seat. However you get there, depending on how high the hips are, we'll take the legs forward, right in front, and then plant the right foot down. next to the left leg. Take the right hand behind, fingers face back. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, left elbow outside of the right thigh or knee. Get nice and tall, and then start to push into that leg with the arm. We do want to feel some resistance here. That's going to help get some tension out of that shoulder. Keep the left toes looking upwards. Turn the head as far right as you can. And to get a little deeper into the shoulder and around the shoulder blade, bring that forearm downward, even as you're resisting. If you still have space, you can straighten the left arm. And we'll inhale, come to center. Switch arms, switch legs. Left hand behind, fingers face back. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right elbow outside of that left leg. Right toes facing up. Get tall. And then start to press into that leg. Again, we want to feel some activation, lots of activation in that arm in particular. Turning head far left. See where you need to take that arm to maximize the sensation, but never looking for pain. Just the right level of discomfort. One more breath. And we'll inhale, come to center. Let's cross the ankles and find some movement with the shoulders. And we'll take the shoulders up, back, down, side bend to the right, right hand down, left arm up and over to the right. That right hand might slide away, or the forearm might come down, but keep the sitting bones down. Deep breath in and out. On the next exhalation, we're going to face the right thigh, so release the left hand down and then just let the head go towards that right thigh. Come back to that side bend and then back into the middle. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale, bending over to the left. Another deep breath. On the exhalation, next exhalation, we'll release the right arm down and face this left thigh. Come back to that side bend and rise all the way up. Shoulders up, back, down, fold the hands into each other. Turn the head left and right a few times. So hopefully at this point we're feeling the body buzzing a little bit more energized. Bring the head to center and then start to shift up and down. I want to get some of that energy flowing through the neck. And then bring the head to center. Take the right ear up towards the sky. Soften the forehead, soften the eyes. Relax the temples. And we'll inhale, come back into the center. Next inhalation, lift the left ear up towards the sky. We're going to be resting in a moment. A little bit of work on the hips after the neck, and then we are going to relax. And bring the head to center, tilting left, right. It's a little stiff to start. Then we feel the shift. Bring the head to center, cross the wrists, fingers to the base of the neck, right above the clavicle. Push in, lift the chin. And bring the head to center. Release a little bit of motion in the wrists. We're going to come all the way down to our back, planting the feet down, and then bringing right ankle on top of left thigh. Pick up the left foot and hold the left leg. Can be behind the thigh. It could be to the shin or knee if we need more space, but keep the lower left leg relaxed. Right foot is flexed. And then we'll take some deep breaths as we're pulling this leg in. In order to maximize time, we can push the legs into each other on the breath in, and then relax on the breath out and just draw the legs closer. So inhaling, finding that tension between the two legs, that activation. Exhaling, releasing. Pressing in and releasing. One more deep breath. And then we'll switch legs. Right foot plants, left ankle on top. Pull the right leg in, left foot is flexed. And again, drawing the leg in, but we can maximize this by pushing legs into each other. And exhale, releasing. Notice if this side feels different than the other. Again, pushing legs in. Releasing. About 3 more breaths. Maybe in this final breath, you're just pulling the leg in, feeling the left hip stretch, and then releasing. So we're going to let the body go now. Take feet to the corners of the mat. Arms alongside the body, palms flipped up towards the sky, shoulders back, and let the weight of the body just hold the shoulders in place. Again, we'll bring a deep breath in through the nostrils, fill all the way through the body. Feel that wave-like motion from belly to collarbone. And on the exhale, release everything. Feel the tension in the body soften. Once again, deep breath in. And exhale, release. And then at this time, just let the breath be natural. Feel the tissues of the body soften from the outside inward, so starting with the skin. Feel the skin soften. Feel the muscle tissues relax. All the ligaments in between. Muscles and bones, relaxing those. Feeling even the bones settle. And then just allowing yourself to feel that wave-like motion, the blood moving through the body, the air entering and exiting. Circulates. Allowing the whole body to become heavy as you release and let it go just for another moment. short rest, but very effective. Take a nice deep breath in. Feel the air move through. Exhale, release. Again, inhaling and letting that energy wash through the body. Exhale, release. Bring some energy, some energetic movement to the hands and to the feet. Maybe close hands and open them a few times. Wiggle the toes. Take the arms and reach them behind as you find length. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the knees. And you can rock up to seated, or you can roll over to the side and then press up. Sitting up nice and tall, closing the eyes for a moment, just feeling that refreshment through the body, that energetic refreshment. And then feeling that energetic refreshment through the heart and through the mind. Take a deep breath in and release. Bring the palms together. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.